Hey, everybody, it's Dr. Dana Martin, your host for the Sith Dominion podcast. Welcome back. We were off a week, but hello, Cameron. Hello, Debbie, and hello, Zane. How are we doing this evening? Zane, how you doing?
Pretty good.
Just pretty good. All right, Debbie, you got your Marvel? You got your Marvel kicking tonight?
Yeah, I couldn't find my Kylo Ren hat, man. It was a bad hair day, and it was very windy here in
Oh,
Indiana.
I thought you had an agenda for our show or something with that
No,
Marvel.
no, I don't.
We're going to talk Darth Vader comics. I'm down.
No,
Let's do it.
no, I just couldn't find my black Kylo Ren. Well, actually, it's not even my hat; it's my son's hat, but he lets me borrow it. So
Yeah. So it's yours. Cam, how was your week, man?
It was just a week. It's a long one,
Just
but we're here.
Another week and a long one. Yeah. Oh, this is the Punished 19 Crimes. Sorry, I forgot to say that. Wow, we had a little time off just because I had some other things. I'm in this show. If you're in the Bryan College Station area, please come check out the Drunk Shakespeare production of The Tempest. It will be at the brewery. I can't remember the name of it. Kinder Hill Brewery, downtown Bryan. And yeah, man, super cool, super fun. I was told that maybe I am, or maybe I'm not, because I can't tell, one of the drunk Shakespeare performers. I'm still trying to learn my lines, so yeah, we'll see how that goes. But I may have another Tuesday or so that we may go on later because of this. Just over the next couple of weeks, which Debbie's like later. You know, it's past my bedtime right now, Dana. But
plus, I took some NyQuil, so
yes, we're getting NyQuil.
We'll see how this goes.
Debbie's getting controversial. Let's go.
Yes,
my voice still hasn't recovered from last week or from when I was sick. So
you've got Run Riot going on here. I mean, you're bringing Marvel onto a Sith Dominion, like you're just picking a fight. I don't know what's happening tonight.
No, Dana.
What?
Your name is wrong.
Oh God! I swear. Okay, I'm about done with this cheap sharing stuff. I'm about to just donate. I can't do this much longer. Grand Poobah, you're killing me.
Last night, Fur was Cam and Focus.
So, and then today I posted to like the old page for, I don't even know how it got back on there. I thought it was gone whenever I posted the show. So if you're following us on the old page and you got a notification, you're like, oh, what is this? Yeah, it's a new show on the new page. You should come check us out and follow and like the new page, subscribe on YouTube. It's Geek News Now Official. And my son, yeah, he just said official. He makes fun of how I say official. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Zane. I didn't see that till right now, but I appreciate the heads up at 8:03 and it's 8:05. Dr. Dana in the house, clearly. Yeah, man. So lots of fun stuff happening. There was all kinds of we've been gone a couple weeks, so I have an article that I wanted us to take a peek at real quick about what's coming up, some dates. Now, I have a concern about any date anymore ever that's released by anyone, especially Disney. I mean, you could say I'm wrong. Go ahead. But I'm not going to die on that hill, but pretty much am I wrong?
No, you don't need to die on that hill. It's just
no. Spring to 2024. That's a month away. We're going to have the Acolyte. Cameron's like, I mean, Debbie, are you not in like, yeah, right? Or do you think that's going to happen?
I mean, that's what I've heard now until it actually premieres or they drop a trailer.
Yeah, true.
If they drop a minute or two trailer, then I'll believe it, and it comes up at the end of it and it says June 20th.
Yeah.
Or whatever the date is.
Well, I'll believe it. June 20th is summer, not spring. I don't know why I'm so mad at Disney right now. I feel like they do not know their customers. They don't know their customers. Would you? I mean, I don't want to get into crazy, politicizing and things like that. But can we agree? And if not, let's talk about it. But they don't know their customer base. Their customers are not children. Their customers are parents of children. So if you understand that those are the people who buy the tickets, those are the people who buy the merchandise, the parents, what are you doing? It doesn't make any sense to me, man.
Well, what Disney and Marvel, for that fact, needs to do is hire writers and directors that actually know the source material.
Yeah.
When you're hiring people who have never read the books or even watched the movies, or maybe they've seen one or two movies and they don't know the lores. I mean, why?
Yeah.
Why are you doing that?
If I've seen an interview where someone in that situation that they have brought in for the last several years, I kind of went in. I spent a year reading up on some material. I watched all the movies multiple times. I really wanted to do it right, and you don't hear that. It's like, no, I just did this.
Grand Inquisitor, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Grand Inquisitor. What was that? Sorry.
Grand Inquisitor from Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah.
Told everyone he literally watched none of the original material of that character, didn't do any research on it whatsoever, just kind of made it his own.
Yep.
The head writer of that show had never seen Revenge of the Sith.
Shut up.
Really?
I did not know that.
What are you doing?
And I get it, right? You don't want to write to the fans. You want to write the story. But you got to understand where you come from to know where you're going. Like you said, Debbie, the lore, like they have no idea. I'm not saying I needed someone to memorize Wikipedia, right? But at least have a foundation of sorts in your material that you're directing.
I think it should. They have to require that whoever writes or whatever has to watch all the movies and at least do some research on legends.
Yeah.
And take inspiration, just like they brought Thrawn in.
Mm-hmm.
They're not gonna do though. Like Kathleen has said, there is no source material. They had nothing to work with. Like
I wanted to bitch slap her when she said that, because I was like
she's just they're tone deaf.
You don't have to write those stories, legends stories, to a T, but you can take inspiration from those stories and maybe satisfy the fan base.
Yeah, do you want to make money? Because if you do, introduce new movies with the in-between the garbage you released that shows the Han and Leia relationship, which we all wanted to see, that shows them tearing up, blasting through somewhere, somehow. Again, taking some liberties, but based on some material and legends. Mara Jade. I mean, we've talked about that before. How many fans would lose their and say, "Take my money, Disney"? If
you lost your camera.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Andy's gone.
He lost his internet.
Disney's at it. Disney's at it.
They didn't like what you're saying.
Hey, Kathleen Kennedy's DDoSing Dana.
Oh no.
Oh man. We sat in trouble now.
So here's the question I have. So it's the Acolyte show that's coming out, right? I mean, clearly Yoda's got to be in it.
Well, I don't know what that was, but some crap just broke, and I think it was on my side or their site. I won't say which because I don't. Certainly Something
It was
just broke.
Disney.
They cutting us. All 6 of our viewers are somewhere. No, not you, Ethan, who's still here. I wish it's probably someone I know, and I don't know I know, but Ethan. Okay. He didn't lose. He was still here. Yeah, I don't know, something broke. Where were we? Oh, yeah. If you want to make money, if that's what the goal is, right? Because yes, entertainment and storytelling and blah, 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 but it's about making money, because if you don't make money, you can't make more stories. Okay. So yes, don't cater your franchise to the fans. I understand that, but also understand that the fan base has a lot of money and they're getting older and they want more content, but they want quality content and content they can relate to. I'll be honest, I could not relate to Poe. I could not relate to Finn. I couldn't relate to Rey. There was no one in the new chunk of series that I could relate to. Anyone? Can y'all relate to anyone in the? Oh yeah, I felt like I was Hux. No, he was a caricature. I mean, they made him feel like look like an idiot. He got thrown and tossed about by Kylo Ren. Darth Vader would have never done that. He would have slowly force choked someone, intimidated them, whatever. No, what they do with Kylo Ren, man, I'm on a soapbox. I'm sorry, that's not what we're talking.
I was vibing with Babu Frick, honestly.
I just get frustrated, man. Ugh. Okay.
I didn't mind Rey and Poe. I don't like what they did with Finn, because it started out one way and then it just went, just kind of vanished. And hey, don't hate on the porgs, damn it.
Man, I would have been right there with Chewie, just roasting one up. Those look good. They're like little Cornish game porgs. Love it. Stuff that with some rice. Heck yeah, Andrew. Yeah, dude. Question, how about this? Look at this. Oh, look at that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Wow, fancy.
So I need. So this came from Lunchbox or Box Lunch.
Not true.
What happened?
Maul's not a Sith.
No, but he worked for the Sith. He's on Team Sith. He was a Sith assassin.
As much as the Inquisitors are Sith.
No. He at last we shall have our revenge. No, he was not a Sith, and we talked about this in the show, but he was. You're just messing with me. Shut up! You're trying to get me all pissed off, and I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to.
Controversial.
Controversial.
No. Yeah. Box Lunch is the name of the place I got this. They have them in malls. I don't know. They're really cool. They have all kinds of merch. Marvel. I mean, it's all licensed merch. Really cool stuff. I'd love to get sponsored or picked up by them. I have another one I'll wear next show. They have a great Ahsoka. Yeah, Andrew. You saw that? I saw that shirt on Box Lunch. Yeah, my wife got 2. One was like a Ahsoka sweatshirt, and then she got another Ahsoka sweatshirt of sorts or whatever. But yeah, it's great. Great place. Box Lunch. You guys should check it out.
I may need to, because March 22nd, I'm going to Indiana Comic Con, and I have a photo op with Hayden.
What? No way.
And an autograph session. I'm so excited. You guys, well, I don't know if you guys know.
The question here is, are you there on behalf of GNN or yourself, or yes?
Myself.
Oh, okay.
I had been keeping an eye on who their guests were going to be, and so far I was just like, eh. And then last Wednesday they announced Hayden, and I sent a picture to my daughter, and she was like, "Okay, we're going."
Nice.
So Friday, when tickets for him specifically went on sale, bless her soul, she sat on that computer at home and it fought off a lot of people to get the photograph op and the autograph session. So I'm very excited. I'm really hoping I don't embarrass myself because, as y'all know, I'm a hermit. I don't do well in crowds, and my anxiety level gets up. So, and I really hope I get rid of my Darth Vader voice before I meet him. So,
Flashbacks.
Oh, Hayden's like, we're doing that. Okay.
be like,
we're using our superhero names. Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I'm very excited. I may have to wear a drool bucket or a bib. Oh shit.
So here's the they got
Pokemon
this
Day.
huge Pokemon sale. I'm not a Pokemon dude, but
It is Pokemon
I know who
Day.
these people are. Like one time I made my son a neon yellow.
Yeah, we don't gotta talk about
Pikachu.
that.
We don't need to talk. I got some pictures. I'll show you. But yeah, I
Wow.
mean, Hello Kitty, strawberry shortcake, freaking.
Go through the Star Wars stuff.
What
Yeah.
I'm working on it. I'm trying. Where's the Star Wars? There's
Ooh, they
no-
got Marvel too. Okay.
Oh yeah, they got it all. They got it all. They got it. Show me
Oh, it's right there.
where.
Are they expensive?
How do you search? Is there a search? Can I find a search on here? Oh, right here.
Scroll down.
Star Wars. Okay. Oh, this is the one I got. I got this too. This one right here. This is cool. Yeah. Charlotte got this one. That's cool. That's that sweatshirt. But yeah, I mean, Loungefly. Oh, there's my Maul one. Shirts. Oh. But yeah, they got all kinds of stuff, man. All kinds of merch. That hat. Oh, I need that hat in my life. Yeah. So, I mean, you could literally scroll through here forever for, Marvel, Star Wars, Hello Kitty. What's the Mr. Potter, Harry Potter, all that stuff. And tons of anime. I think I walked through there seeing Academia, and I'm just like, what's the one with the big monster Titan?
Attack on
Attack on
Titan.
Titan. It was all kinds of stuff. So yeah, you guys should check it out. We don't get anything from them yet. I really hope someone sees that and wants to give us money. I will wear every shirt you give me. We had one more thing I wanted to talk about, which was this one. Circus. Wanted to talk a little bit about just the new Rey movie.
The movie's not getting made, Dana. That movie's
Huh?
What movie?
It's not getting made.
That movie's not going to get made.
You don't think so?
That is never going to see the green light at
You
all.
think that's one of those they're gonna keep
Pushing
pushing
back.
out?
Yeah, it's going to be new writer. Daisy really didn't like the script, or they didn't like the script, or honestly, what are they going to do? I mean, clearly they're going to give her Luke's story from Legends, where she's going to rebuild the Jedi Order. So
Yeah.
I mean, that's one story, but they're not going to show her fail because they didn't show that in the sequel trilogy. I mean, she beat the strongest Sith of all time. I mean, what's next?
Only being a Jedi for a year. Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie. If I see a youngling call her Master Skywalker, I might have a heart attack.
And so would Anakin.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, oh, really? Okay, that was, yeah. But I don't think that movie's getting made.
You know, that brings me to something that you mentioned on another show. If Anakin is able to be in the world between worlds and a Force ghost, at least from what we can see, what the hell, dude? Why wouldn't you tell your son, don't try to strike down your nephew? Like, why wouldn't he had intervened? You brought that up, Cam. And I think that's a great point and a huge hole in what they're doing right now.
I mean, Debbie and Darsane brought up a good point. I mean, I read the Heir to the Empire and Obi-Wan told Luke. I get it. I
Mhm.
get it, right? But if you go off the films, and I read the Shadow of the Sith book, which just makes it all even worse, in my opinion. But um, uh, like Palpatine or the zombie, whatever he is, tells Kylo, "I have been every voice inside your head."
Mhm.
If Anakin is God with how they're portraying him now, essentially, or however whatever the world between worlds is, there's just no. I just don't think there's any way he would let Palpatine influence one of his family members. In my opinion, I don't think that's. I don't know. Maybe somebody in chat can, one of y'all can convince me, but I don't see it. I don't. It's just they're showing him that he does not care about his son or any other family members.
Well, I look at it as destiny, and if Anakin would have tried to intervene, the Force would have.
Oh man,
The Force, the Force would have found a way to put things back the way they should be.
Why is it that
True.
every time we start to challenge the current status quo of the storytelling, my shit stops working?
Telling you, man.
Here's the real way. Anakin doesn't have to intervene if they just do Luke's character right. Correct? I mean, Kylo can fall. He can be manipulated by the dark side, but the whole point of him solidifying his fall is his uncle, his you know second father figure, however it is,
Mhm.
tries to assassinate him in his sleep, which is just fundamentally incorrect with the character. If they would have gotten that right, he falls. Oh well, it's destiny. But it's the fact that they do what they did. Screw you, Ryan Johnson. But
No, I think you're onto
I
that
mean,
because he had students that fell to the dark side in the legacy or whatever legends,
yeah,
whatever. He had students fall, but he never considered killing them. Not one freaking time. So not even just the core movies that we know Luke Skywalker, but even like all of that old lore, though it's wiped away. That's who you built him up to be.
the guy that saves Darth Vader. Okay,
I know.
sees the good in Darth Vader, tries to assassinate his nephew. You're like it is. I mean,
Look, I tried to argue
But,
and failed.
I mean, I'm trying to remember because I had just read that whole series, but as much as he didn't want to have to kill Darth Cadus himself, which was
Mhm.
Jason Solo, um, he figured. I mean, he thought that's what it was going to have to come down to, and I think that's why maybe he couldn't do it, and that's why he made Jaina.
Mhm.
I know I'm not saying her name right. Sword of the Jedi.
Yeah.
but
But he knew it was going to have to happen. He knew Cadus was going to have to be killed.
But wouldn't that be that's the extreme, right? This was pre-turn, and outside of that, like he didn't try to assassinate anyone that was pre-turn. Okay, so taking your point, this was full on. Cadus was full on by that time, right? So
yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah, so I still think I still agree. I think that he yes, he would know what would have to be done when the time was to do it, but I don't know that he would have done it then.
not
It
over
just
bad
doesn't.
dreams.
It hurts. It doesn't make sense.
No, it was.
I think you felt betrayed, Cameron, didn't you? Like the guy that they built for you ended up not being the dude that you thought they built for you.
No, like
What?
I mean when you sent like that meme or that song that people had made,
Yeah, oh yeah, we're gonna
like
play that here in a bit.
like I mean that's truly how like I felt. It's part of the reason. I mean, when I first mentioned on, I mean, Josiah was one of the I mean, after Last Jedi, I was just like, I
Mhm.
don't ever want to consume this content ever again. I mean, they had absolutely just. I had no idea what I was seeing on screen. And then you go to the next film, and they kind of get them right, but you already have the bad taste of what they did in the previous film. And then you've
Mhm.
got the atrocity of zombie Palpatine, and Rey is the chosen one now, or whatever. I mean, it's just like it made. And I hadn't even consumed Legends like post Jedi at
Mhm.
all. Like it was just I had seen the original trilogy 50 times. You know what I
Right.
mean? And
So did you have a
played the
problem
games.
with Palpatine coming back?
No, I with how they have explained it in the films. Yes, but it would be something. It just didn't make any sense him showing up in the last film. Like if it would have been
But
like
that is what happens in the comics. Well, in
yeah,
the books too.
yeah. No, I mean I'm not arguing that Palpatine coming back wouldn't have
You're saying
been
the
something
method
he
and
would have.
way in which he came back was just kind of.
Yeah, it was like, oh, we've killed Snoke. Everybody was interested in Snoke. Now, who are we gonna get? Who's gonna be the big bad in the last movie?
It
And
seemed like an easy way out in writing.
yeah. Oh, and now Rey's his granddaughter, which was not great for Rey's character.
And we know, based on our conversation earlier and things that we've read from those interviews, that yeah, they didn't have the end in mind when they wrote the first one. So, man,
But I do think The Rise of Skywalker is the worst film of the three, personally. I think it's just
that is a hill Cameron will die on.
I think it's just garbage spewed on the screen, just for 2 hours. I mean,
Bring your tomatoes.
no, I'm telling you, my wife's over here. Like I walked out of that theater, and I'm not gonna lie, I was like morbidly sick, and I blame that
Okay,
movie.
but the goal of this show is to have fun, Cameron. I don't want you to have an aneurysm.
No, I'm not. I'm not. But I'm telling you. I'm telling you. They're gonna kill Yoda in this Acolyte show, and it might send me over the edge.
I
But if
love that
you-
Yoda dies after being asked too many questions. Like that's the parent, right? That's stop. I can't do this anymore.
Yeah, he was too old, man. He didn't have time for all them questions. He was like, I gotta.
Because
go.
he died when he just from being tired. Okay, Debbie, I don't know the rules, and and there's this clip I want to play. It has the F-bomb in it, but I won't do it if it is something that would get us in trouble on the show, and I'll just tell everyone to go watch it. You tell me. You're the AV.
I don't know. I cuss like a sailor. on
All
some of
right,
my other
fantastic.
shows.
On you know, let me go grab this real quick. There's a band.
I mean, is it just one F-bomb or a
It's like
slew of them?
3, but they're spaced out, kind of.
May not be
It's
too
a
bad.
song. What
That's
do you
rated
want?
PG-13.
And it's about.
If
well,
anything,
PG-13
they'll
is
just
one.
beep it out.
Oh, that's
You
true.
know,
Or yeah, they'll just mute it or something, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
the
we're
F-bomb makes
we're
it
not
We
a
don't claim to be a kid show,
child
so
friendly. Yeah. So, oh my God, for Pete's
start
sake,
dropping it.
This is gonna make my night. I've been looking for.
I'm just gonna play that shorter one because they have the whole song, but I don't want to do that. We'll just play this short one. Oh my God, are you kidding me? What is happening right now? Why can't I find my profile? No, for real. I know how to work the internet. I swear.
I don't know about that.
You got this. It's okay. We're on your time.
So I will tell you that when I sent this to Cameron, his response
I went on like
Dang.
I went on a 2-hour rant with my wife. After
this is the greatest thing I have ever seen. I would love for that to be the opening to the next podcast. So here's the deal. I can't do that. But I got it. Okay. We are gonna share screen. And we're gonna do this. Because were they gonna fire me? I get paid anyway. I don't care. Share my screen and we're gonna share this. So this
Yes.
band is named no, stop. This band is named Lost Souls, and the name of this song is Childhood Became a Lie. Childhood is a Lie. That's the name of the song. How do I get music to share? Hold on. I think I did this wrong.
There's a little volume icon in the bottom right.
Yep.
Of the...
Also share tab audio. Perfect. Now I don't know if I'll be able to hear it though. Oh my god, how do you here we go. Tell me if y'all can hear this. Oh. Seriously? Okay, we get it. So okay, so Debbie, I will let you know that these two gents had already seen that. How do you feel about that video? I'd love to know your commentary.
Oh, they're
No.
DDoS Dana again.
Because of the Kylo Ren line specifically.
You know, I didn't have a problem with the way Luke died.
Oh, Debbie. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Seriously. I mean, oh god, and we lost Dana again. What the hell? The internet does not like him tonight.
The devil works hard, but Kathleen works harder.
I guess. But yeah, I really didn't have an issue with because I mean, you know, he hadn't used the force in eons, and then trying to force project himself halfway across the galaxy. Yeah, takes a lot of shit out of you.
Yeah.
He should have been there in person.
Yeah. Thank you. That should have never happened.
Mm-hmm.
That should have never. Our Luke, right?
Amen. Hey, and the sleeper line in that was, why did Leia run to Rey and not Chewie? Makes absolutely no sense.
That hurt my
None.
heart.
What was it? Which movie was that in? That was the second.
Well,
I think it was the first one.
I thought it was the first one. Yeah, whenever.
Okay.
When they come back.
So yeah, JJ said something about, oh, that was an oversight. I'm like,
yeah, oversight.
Okay.
How about you know the material, JJ?
Yeah, so someone that does
come
not know
on.
and
Well,
appreciate the material.
He claims to be a Star Wars fan. That he was more of a Star Wars fan than he was a Star Trek fan.
Well, clearly he wasn't a very good Star Trek fan either.
He was an original trilogy fan, because his earlier comments, he wanted to bring people back to what the original trilogy made them feel like.
That's right. I remember that.
And he ended up making the prequels age better. and now everyone loves the prequels more than those three movies.
Man, we have spent too much time on this again.
No, we haven't. It hasn't been enough.
We have not drilled this into the ground enough. We'll move on to the topic of the show. I'll try not to bring this up.
Andrew.
Maybe we should just dedicate a couple of shows to, I mean, honestly, breaking it down. Why there
Just
is
a rant
and why. So that it's not a rant show, right? So that it becomes like fact. Like, this is why we feel this way. It's easy to get emotional whenever we see a song like that. At least myself. I watched that and I was like, yes, Yes, I didn't get upset. I was mad when Han died. I wasn't sad. I was mad because of how it happened. I wasn't sad. And Han
I
Solo,
cried.
the anti-hero, was the anti-hero I believed in. Like, he was the dude that didn't want to do it but did it anyway. And wow, what a great, incredible person. And I know that you married Leia and you had children, and but then that didn't count, and then it happened again. And it's just like, that's your guy. It's your guy.
Well, I understand why they did that. I mean, the whole premise was to have each character die in each movie,
But
just so
why?
they could have, because these guys were never going to come back ever again. They're too old. So bring it back for these 3 movies, have each movie concentrate on them or whatever, and then they die, while introducing 3 new characters, Rey, Finn, and Poe. Yeah, I couldn't find my Star Wars hat, Andrew.
I'll never understand why they basically reset them all back to square one. It makes, I mean, Han and Leia are estranged. Luke's grumpy,
I didn't like that.
bad because he tried to kill his nephew. We don't get to see Luke's reaction to Han's death. We never see the original 3 in the same scene together. I mean, it's just,
We don't know what happened that broke them all apart initially,
yeah.
right?
Honestly, poor Harrison Ford, because they destroyed Han Solo and then they destroyed Indiana Jones. I mean,
I didn't see the last Indiana Jones. Is it hurtful? Is it going to hurt me?
the first 15 minutes are probably the best part of the film, but
Mhm.
Really?
All right.
It's mid
It's
at best.
nowhere near Crusade.
Mm.
Mickelson's good in it. I like him.
Possibly better than Skull, the Crystal Skull,
Crystal Skull.
but nowhere near Crusade or Raiders. Those are my top 2.
that man's just getting a paycheck. You can't hate him for it, though. You know he got paid.
True. So, this title of this show is not through strength I gain power, because that's what's still up there and has been for the last 39 minutes. I appreciate the call out this time, Cameron. That didn't happen. Through power.
Sorry, you had me focused on something else.
I wasn't trying to. I was just.
It's my bad.
Just want to have a
My bad. I should have had that.
We were too busy raging on Star Wars. So
Okay.
I will forever
through power,
rage
I
for
gain
Luke
victory.
Skywalker. I will not apologize for it.
Don't apologize. You be you. Hey, that's a Sithy thing, man. Being passionate and not backing down. Please. That's what drove Darth Maul. That's what drove Sidious to figure out a way to maintain his consciousness. I'm saying, look, listen, I got a show to run, all right?
All right.
I gotta play along sometime.
All right. I got you.
Like, Darth Maul's not a Sith. Really? For Pete's sake, can we just... This is the show. This is the show. You like it? All right. So what are we talking about? Yes. Pieces of light. There's only passion. Through passion, I gain strength. Through strength, I gain power. Through power, I gain victory. And we'll talk about through victory, my chains are broken next week. But this week, we want to look at this in terms of like how can we use this as a through power, I gain victory. How can we use just that tag as a way of motivation within our lives based on what we know of Star Wars, right? So through power, I gain victory. Well, if I look at that and I think, well, I've got this situation in my life, I've got financially, I've got to make these decisions, I got to do these things. Well, how am I going to be powerful enough to make the correct decisions, right? Well, you got to do research. You got to dig in. You got to figure out what you're going to do with your money, how you're going to move it around so that you can be financially stable moving forward. And then there's always the outer influences that can wreck you and the system's rigged against you. Whatever. Point is, you educate yourself, you build up your brain, and you make the investments or what have you. I need to be able to throw a javelin 5,000 feet. Okay, well, what do you do to do that? Well, you have to gain a power, right? You have to gain the power to reach that goal. So through the passion, what's the passion? What's your passion? My passion is working with people, talking with people. Through power, there is no peace, there's only passion. And that's right, because in the job I do now, I do not lead people. And I hate it. I hate my job for the fact that I don't get to talk to people every single day. And I know I hate people, but I hate not leading them even more. So, but I have to do that. That's my job, right? So my passion is not being satiated, and so I'm going nuts. But if I were to be satiating my passion, that passion is going to drive a strength in me, and that strength is going to give me power to pursue my dream. The Sith have it right, man. I'm telling you. And then through that power, the research I do, the education that I get, the certifications I get, what have you, I can gain victory and end my day, sleep well at night, knowing I'm living my passion. I've gained the victory. And then through victory, we'll talk about that next week. So if we look at it in terms like that, and we look at the Sith Code, like, yeah, we can absolutely apply that to ourselves. And through power, I gain victory. Talk to me. I mean, I know I don't want you to get too personal, Zane. If you don't want to, you can just say no pass. But I know you're kind of going through, a little trying to get a new job, I mean, that's not easy. And you're still trying to pursue your passions in gaming and music, but you got to pay bills. Like, how would this be a way that you could be guided through this time by focusing on the Sith Code, especially through power, I gain victory?
Well, I mean, the sole fact that most of my job interviews that I've been getting have all been centered more towards technology really shows that it's not my biggest passion. I mean, we know what my biggest passions are. Oh, he's gone. My biggest passions like video games and drumming and stuff, right? Those are like big things, but technology has always been there. I'm going to college to be computer science, and so I think the soul I think it's that passion that really gave me a lot of the strength to keep going and searching and sending out all these applications and everything.
Yeah.
And I mean, you can even go further to say it's the passion of wanting to, live in a home, in an apartment.
In a home.
And because it gives me that strength to go, I end up I'm empowered to send out more of these applications and send out emails thanking for interviews and and it almost helps me it empowers me with how I speak to them, because I mean, you know how to play the game sometimes.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
True.
but I mean, and I think that's like what worked with this recent interview. I had one, and I worked my way through, and I was speaking, and I was doing everything good, and in the end, like, I got a job offer. Right? That's through power. I gained victory. Right?
Yeah. And now
Yeah.
you're gonna have to learn how to do that job. Good luck on you. But I think it's cool that the swath of ages that we have on our show. You've got Debbie and I, and then you've got Cam, and then you've got Zane, and there's this kind of separation of generational ish between all of us, and I think it brings perspective that ordinarily I don't think we would have had on the show. And so thank you for sharing that, because I didn't mean to put you on the spot and I didn't prepare you for that. But we all kind of went through that, right? At some point in our lives, that first kind of real job is kind of tough to get one and then be comfortable. I don't want to do this the rest of my life. That's not my passion. So you can learn while you're there things. I worked at Shepler's Western Wear. If you're familiar with Shepler's Western Wear, it's like a ginormous Western wear store.
It's like a boot barn.
I ended up spending all my money I made on Western clothes. So I didn't really do myself any favors. But I had never worked retail, right? And I had to learn how to work customers and talk to people. And I would say that having a job like that, though it wasn't my passion, certainly provided me power and provided me an experience that would last a lifetime, interacting with folks. Even though at my job I sit at home now and don't talk to anybody. It did serve me well. Anyone else have anything about that? So it was a good example, Zane. Sorry I put you on the spot, but I getting my certifications and my doctorate, etc. Super important in trying to achieve ultimately what I want to do. Cameron, I don't think we've even had a discussion outside of Star Wars to where how could this help you get to where ultimately you want to be?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like you were talking about earlier, kind of like the age gap, just I mean between like me and Zane, and you kind of touched on it. Like I got the first job post college, kind of moved up a couple times within the same organization, and just sometimes can feel kind of stuck and like, man, now I got to do this for the next 30, 40, probably forever. You never know how things might turn out, and just I'm not the most patient individual in the world, and so that's tough for me to not feel like I'm kind of working to the next step or gaining power per se. And I have my good days where like, I'm just, this is just the ends to a mean,
Hmm.
I mean, I'm going to gain better skills and do that, but it's also like, is this something I want to do for the rest of my life, or how can I use this time right now to better set me, my wife, and future family up, you know 5 years. I'm a very, very like 5-10 year goal kind of person, which hinders me, I feel like, in the present. And so just trying to balance all of that. And you know you have friends too. We're all kind of in different phases, and maybe some got the house, they got the family, some of us in apartments, some of them just got recently married, or whatever. And trying hard not to compare yourself to others too. you
Yeah.
know and the Sith, I think, have that fault at times too. So, but I mean, that's just kind of the phase I'm in right now, just trying to figure out how best I can gain power to gain the ultimate victory of having a fun and fulfilling life with my family. So,
Sure, and I think whatever you're establishing as that stake in the ground as what victory is for you, right? That's ultimately that's the power you're going to gain to achieve that. It's not going to make any difference if I can slam a basketball or not, because that's not going to help me. I can gain the power to do that, but that's not going to help me achieve my victory.
yeah.
And I really appreciate the way that you put that, because when we and I Debbie, I'm assuming you're not in the career that you thought you were gonna do when you were 20 years old, right? I mean, I'm guessing. I don't know. We haven't had those conversations either. I know I'm not. I wanted to be a pastor. I was when I was 20, I was on my way to seminary at some point. So that's not what I'm doing now.
Well, this goes even further back than 20. My mother died when I was 13, pancreatic cancer. So when she was going through that, my goal at that time was to be a nurse.
Mm.
And then when I was getting ready to take some classes to get started on that path later on, then my father got hurt, needed to be taken care of. And so it was up to me and my other brothers and sisters to kind of take turns and help him out. So I had to drop out of school. And then by that time, I got married, had kids. I built transmissions for 15 years. And then that was taking a toll on my body. So then I thought, well, let's look at the medical field again.
Mm-hmm.
I really didn't want to go through nursing because I suck at math. So there's
Fair.
a lot of
Fair.
Valid.
you know,
Very
you
valid.
gotta figure out dosages and whatnot. And yeah, by this time I'm in my probably late 30s, early 40s, and just decided to become a medical assistant because I could get in that field. It's kind of a jack of all trades type of position. So am I exactly where I wanted to be back in my teens? No, I am in the medical field. I'm over it now. I mean, I'm 60, so it's like, I just want to be done with working and I just want to be a full-time hermit, do YouTube shows,
Heck yeah.
go see Hayden.
Yeah. Cameron, how old are you? If you don't mind me asking.
Huh?
Cameron? Yeah.
25.
25. Zane, 20. No, 19. You'll be 20.
19.
You'll be 20.
I'll be 20 in June. Yeah.
You got that late June birthday. It kind of messes with the timeline a bit. I'll be 49, so 50. I mean, we're talking about 10, 10, 10 essentially, which is it's really cool. I always enjoyed. I'm one of those weird kids growing up, I guess, that enjoyed hanging out with my grandparents. Getting to hear
Nice.
stories and then hearing my folks walk through those same stories from those different perspectives of the older generation, the younger generation, and then them and us, and then now us and my kids, and it's really it really is something I've held on to in my professional life because for me to gain my victory, I know I can't do it alone. Name one Sith that did it alone, not a one. Every single one of them had at least one other and a whole team behind them. So whether that's the
Oh, he's gone again.
He was getting there,
I think we just should be the hosts of this show and
honestly.
kick him out.
Kick him off his own show.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a coup.
Dude.
holy crap! What a night! Oh, late
we
December.
weren't even ragging on Disney either.
No, we weren't.
Yeah.
I don't know what's gonna. I can hear my PC going like a freaking turbine in my Alienware right now. So I don't know. Maybe I got something in the background. I don't know what is running. But man, it is loud. Vote him off. Oh my God, my you've got to be.
Oh
So the
no.
first time that a comment
Oh,
has
that's
occurred from
awesome.
this individual, and that's what it is. Lovely. I'll remember that.
Orders
Thank you,
from
Charla.
the Sith Dominion
Wait, is
pod.
that how you say your name, Charlie? Charlie? That would be my wife. Thank you, Charla. So don't vote me off, please.
I think the internet has decided to vote you off.
Yeah, man, it's been weird tonight. Was it like 5 times now? We're
PCs.
almost at the hour, but we got more to talk about. So I don't know. We'll just keep
Fighting
doing
for
this
its
as long
life.
as we. What?
Said your PC's fighting for its life over there.
It's like, what do you mean? It's 5 till 9. No.
Man,
So-
PC's like, I don't got 5 more minutes in me.
Oh my God, you moved me to plug in the thing and you didn't adjust me and now I can't breathe. Okay, whatever. Yeah, so the thing that I wanted to bring up with Maul was passion and gaining the strength and the power to continue to go no matter what. And we've talked about Maul. We have a whole show about Maul, but I think he's a great example of following that passion and gaining that power and understanding what victory actually means. So in the case of Palpatine, for him, to me, victory was ruling everything forever, right? But for Maul, we only had the little snippet of motivation of at last we'll reveal ourselves to the Jedi, at last we shall have our revenge, right? You don't really know the whole scope of things. And when you see him and Obi-Wan Kenobi in that last duel, you kind of realize he had his victory in the last moment when he asked the question and it was revealed yes, right? I don't want to give too much away if you haven't seen it, but go watch that episode. It's just amazing. Amazing, right? Again, Filoni, who wrote, I don't even know who wrote that episode. Was Filoni write all those?
Probably.
Yeah.
It was Rebels.
Just brilliant. Just a brilliant brilliant scene, a very touching scene. And if you'd watched it the whole way through up to that point, you probably got misty-eyed. For Maul. I mean, damn. And you know what? Yeah. So the more that you know about him, watch the show that we have on him. We could do another show on him too. He's so complex and wonderful a character. He let the power consume him and even to stir him into a madness. When he was down in the thing with the little spider legs and on me, he was crazy. Like he lost his mind. And then he still had that crazy laugh with Ezra, right? In Rebels. Man, Darth Maul. So, what are your thoughts on Maul and how he allowed that to consume him to the point that it drove him crazy? Can we do that? Obviously, right? I could tell you that I have had moments of just going nuts, not looking at anything else but what's in front of me, and I end up hurting those around me, right? Because I'm more concerned with playing that gig than I am anyone else around me. I'm sure we all have instances like that, and I'm not going to put anyone on the spot, but if you want to share where you may have learned that lesson the hard way, that would be awesome for our 4 people that are watching. No one's like, no, I'm not going to talk about that.
Yeah, I lost some of the question because I think I froze, so I
It's okay.
didn't catch all of it.
Yeah. I mean, essentially, the fact that he went crazy following his passion. Do we have anything within us that we feel maybe we tinkered along those lines of maybe I went a little too far with this passion? I know that there are things that are expensive, like cameras, that I thought I had a passion for that I kind of went crazy on for a little while. Spent a lot of money on a lot of things like lenses, and took a while to pay that off. And right now it's sitting in a closet. So there's an example of a passion gone awry.
My ex-husband probably would have said that my passion for when I was making transmissions, I was also starting my Star Wars collection. And
Nice.
he probably, I mean, I lived on QVC
Mm,
because they always had Star Wars specials, and they were always limited editions, whatever they were. So yeah. But
QVC.
those things are hanging on my wall in the front room. So
Yeah.
I love them. They're probably my favorite things. They're limited edition. I think there's 5. Oh, you can't see the other one, but there's 6 limited edition Hildebrandt Brothers lithograms
Wow.
or lithographs.
Lithographs. Yeah.
And they're very cool looking, and I love them to death.
I know. Is that one behind you? The Star Wars? No, that's not one.
That's a poster. I
Just
don't
a
know.
poster.
The other, well, which way to turn this? That's a Dave Dorf poster back there, which is also a limited edition
Gotcha.
poster. But all the other ones are in the front room. There's 2 Darth Vaders. There's a Millennium Falcon. There's a Boba Fett, and then there's the droids C-3PO and R2-D2.
That's cool.
And they're all signed, and the Hildebrandt brothers did little doodles at the very bottom,
Nice.
and they're very cool.
And you couldn't make rent because you were paying. No, I'm 'Cause
Oh no, I was making good money back in the day when I was making transmissions. So, and my husband was making good money doing what he was doing. He was working at the opposite company of what I was working at. So I worked at Chrysler. He worked at GM.
Got you. Were they the Lord's transmission or were they auto scum? That's the question. What were you working on?
No, they were Chrysler.
I'm-
we were
I-
bought and sold so many times that I worked there. It
know.
wasn't even funny.
Uh-oh. Hey, Travis. Acquired original Boba Fett figure as a kid. Firing. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Whoa. No.
That's unfortunate.
what a dummy. What a boob.
No.
I
What a
feel for you.
nincompoop.
So I have a better example, I think, of this than what I provided. So I stated earlier I was going to school to be a pastor initially, and I had a friend of mine who was actually our manager for a little while for a band I was in, and we got into an argument about whatever, and if you've read my article on I always do this on Return of the Jedi and a father-son relationship and all these things, then you'll really understand this. But my buddy Mike was his name, Mike Arlt. If you're listening, which I know you're not, thank you. I was consumed with becoming a pastor because I had to save everybody. But in the end, there was only one person that I was really concerned with saving, and it was my father. And when he made me realize that, that's when I had a total change of my life direction, because I realized my power that I had gained was absolutely for the wrong reason.
And he is gone again.
And that is just unfortunate.
Yeah.
Really going. Oh, he's back.
Oh.
Well, it didn't take
He's
us long
back.
that time.
Okay,
Dana, please dust your PC.
I went. All right,
Dust that bad boy.
I went mad. Right, I everything I was doing was for the wrong reason. And my passion was misplaced, and thus the victories I could have and the influence I could have with all sorts of people was going to be minimized because my focus was not on what really a pastor would be, which would be the flock and not just one individual, right? So yeah, I think that's a good example of that power blinded me and I went mad, and I never was going to achieve victory ever for what I set that victory to look like. Yeah. Man. Yay. Life sucks.
Facts.
Facts. Darth Maul, though, man, he had it bad. I think he didn't choose that life, right? The life in Russia, they don't. Yeah, Russia chooses you. He didn't choose that life. He was chosen for that life. We're not always provided the option of choice. But when we have an option of choice, we should have the power to choose and the education to choose correctly and wisely without being blinded by ultimate power or whatever. So, yeah, man, I appreciate the time tonight. I'm gonna cut it. I'm really upset about this internet. I don't know what's happening and why we keep shutting off, and it really is breaking up the flow. So, no, Charla Martin, you're not gonna vote me off the island. Great points. One thing I noticed in Rocky, wrong stream. That's okay, dude. Freaking Rocky rocks. I said that. Didn't mean to. Rocky theme never plays in it because Rocky's motivation is for the yeah. That's a good point.
Totally.
Yeah, 100%. No, why are you shaking your head?
Dane,
Zane?
you've never seen the Rocky movies?
I've never seen any of them.
Are they not on the letterbox list?
Oh my!
Oh my God, I'm
They
a
might have
terrible
been.
father. Okay,
Oh,
we're totally
no.
watching those.
That's
Dude.
like blasphemy.
Oh my
That
God.
is that is
You don't even have
tough.
to like boxing. Like it won awards, even though it like wasn't like people didn't care about boxing. Like it was just it's the story. It's so good.
Mm.
Not bad.
So good. Yeah. And thank you folks for joining tonight too. Although right now there's no one there. Okay. Just started some crap. I don't no, you're good, Travis. You're good.
No,
You're good.
it's different.
So I gotta look at my calendar. I don't know where my phone is. Next week I don't think I have rehearsal next week. I may. I don't know. So next week I'll catch up with you guys. It may be a little bit later. And Debbie, I understand if it's too late. It would probably be more like 8:30 ish instead of
It's
8.
when the other shows start, so it's no big deal.
Yeah, there you go. Try to not wear marble crap on my show. No, I'm just kidding. You wear whatever you want. I don't care. She's like, okay, fine. Watch what I'm doing next week, Dana. Thank you, Agua. Thanks for that. Appreciate you tuning in, and there was some great runs today, my friend. That was super fun today. Zane, I don't think we gave you enough talk time. I think you just kind of sat around and did other things.
It's
Do
chill.
you need an assignment for the next? Like we gave an assignment to Cameron. Do you need an assignment for the next show?
Yeah, if you want to.
If I want to.
If you want to. Yeah.
Okay. Through victory, my chains are broken. That is the next. No, wait, not through. Yeah, through victory.
Yeah.
Through victory, my
this.
chains are broken. So the assignment for Zane, everybody, next week, Zane is going to provide an in-depth analysis of Through Victory, My Chains Are Broken, but with the character Darth Revan.
What character?
Because I know how much you love you some
easy.
Revan. Easy? Okay.
Any
Through
Old
Victory,
Republic.
My Chains Are Broken. That's a good Revan piece, man. I think you can do some stuff with that.
I could do it right now.
No, we're not doing it right now because it'll cut out the moment you open your mouth. Or right when you get to the meat, it'll be like, we're not doing that. So, no, super fun show tonight, guys. We got off a little bit. I think we're gonna have to have a couple of shows kind of going through for real. Just breaking down each movie of. We could do that just from a dark side point of view. Break down each movie. We haven't really done that. We just have to promise our listeners and audience that we're not going to talk about how terrible Rey is and how crappy Kylo is every single episode. I think it's just understood. Okay. I know I said that. Debbie's like, no, it's not understood. Guys, like I said, I got the Kylo Ren watch, man. I like Kylo Ren. I think they just did his character bad. I think he has a lot of potential to be a good character. They just screwed him up. Do all the things, man. Like, subscribe. We really appreciate 4 of you still watching, even though we bounced in and out with some technical issues tonight. Thank you. Thank you, Debbie, and your Marvel hat was fabulous tonight. And thank you, Cam, and thank you, Zane. Watch all of our shows. We've got I named my dog Ray. I know. So we have Darkside Ray, the little puppy dog. She's been sick, man. I don't know. She's not in here anymore. Today she was sick. There was a poll I did, and people wanted to see more Darkside Ray than me. I appreciate that, jerks. She's a cutie pie. So yeah, tomorrow night we've got Cantina Happy Hour, starring David, Debbie, and crew. Depends, maybe Cam, maybe Andrew, maybe whoever. I don't know whoever joins.
Andrew and Cam. Mhm.
There you go. And then shows galore Saturday. We've got everything show.
Geek Gauntlet.
What? Geek Gauntlet. Thank you. Monday is the MCU Mondays. Tuesday is my Dana. What else, man? I don't know. We've just got a lot of happenings and goings on. It's at the GNN side right now. We've got a lot. I think we posted some crazy amount of articles this month. Although I only did one. David knows. I'm sorry. It's just been a crazy month. I'm trying. Super awesome. being a part of this org. So thank you guys, Debbie, especially for all the stuff you do with AV. You guys don't see whenever I'm freaking out behind the scenes because something's not working right. And Debbie's like, just shut up, calm down. David, fix it. So it's good. But it's not. And in all fairness, it's he's the only one with the email. So, what are you going to do? No. Any parting shots? Zane, you got something this weekend. What do you got going on?
Yeah, come down to Rodeo Austin for the barbecue. We're doing Barbecue Austin there this weekend, March the 2nd, I think. Around from 4 to 7 p.m. I'm actually playing with one of my bands I'm in called Thomas Babiak and the 30 Rack. Right? We'll be at tent 44. So
nice. Please
come down and watch us. Nice.
I remember the good old days being a musician in Austin. It's like that's just what you do. You lived in Austin, you're in college, you're a musician. Everyone did it. Ken, what do you got going on? Anything cool?
Just same old.
Do you play Overwatch?
No, I played on it way back in the Xbox days, but no, not
cool.
Currently.
Debbie, what do you got? Don't say I'm just a hermit.
It's
and
free.
I'm just gonna stay in my house. What do you got going on this week? Oh wait, when's the thing with Hayden? When's that?
Saturday, March 23rd.
Oh, you got some time. Are you gonna share pics?
Helldivers.
Not playing.
He needs
that game,
to play Helldivers.
Yeah.
What's Helldivers?
I
don't know.
It's a good game.
It's some game he's
It's okay.
on.
Oh, you've played it, Zane? Cool.
Hello.
All right, I think we've wasted enough time of the internet and bandwidth. Before it goes out again.
One last.
Perfect timing.
Of course.
Perfect.
Probably best
Although we
game
can't
out in
stop the
3
show because
years.
he needs to be on to stop it.
Oh man, that's unfortunate.
I literally was saying
That's a
before it
lie.
goes out
That's
again.
confused.
Before it goes out again, we're gonna go ahead and say goodbye. So thank you all again. We'll see you all next week. We're gonna be taking on Through Victory. My chains are broken, and Zane's gonna talk a little bit about Darth Ray. Oh, no, God, I'm tired. Darth Revan. Charlotte, the comment of Darth Ray is or Dog Ray is. Anyways, good night, y'all. Y'all have a good evening. Thank you for joining. We'll see y'all next week. Bye.